Hey everyone, so here we'll be solving this rotate array problem. This problem, for me, when I solved it earlier, I have to solve it 2, 3, 4 times because मैं solve नहीं करता था, मैं इसको रटता था. Proper intuition was always missing behind the solution for me. I'll be providing that proper intuition for you. But before that, I hope you have watched this video. Where is that? Reverse an array, because he will use this concept. Reverse an array I did with the two pointer technique, so we'll just use that concept. All right, so what this problem says, you are given an array, nums, and you are given k, here k value, here k equals to 3. You have to rotate this array k times. You have to rotate this, rotate this array k times. So what it means, see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so you have to rotate it, like, let's say 3 times. So if you, like, 3 times you have to rotate. So if you rotate it first time, if you rotate, obviously every element will be shifted to right by one position. Every element will be shifted to right by one position, and the final most element, which is 7 in the initial, it will come at first. All right, it will come at first. So you can consider, you can think in a way that this is your initial values, these are your initial values. Now what you will do, you will just take this, like, you will push everything one step. So when you will push everything one step to right, now see, 5 should go like here, but there is only this much space. So when you push it right here, 5 will go in cyclic order and it will come first. So here, if 5 should have been come here, but no, there is no space right here, right? There is no space, so 5 will go like this. So every element will go one step right. The final element will come like at the first position. All right, now let's just see this. uh, we will go very deep, very basic. All right, so this was your, let's say, this was your test case. You have to find k equals to 3 times. You have to rotate it k equals to 3 times. Now let's see, this is the first rotation. Obviously every element is shifted one position right, except the final element. The final element came first. Now because we have to rotate 3 times, so again we will rotate once more, like k equals to 2, the second rotation. But on top of this, array, we'll rotate it one more time. All right, so every element, so now see this array, every element is rotated one step to right, except the final will come at first. Final came first. See here, final came first. Again, for k equals to 3, which we want, actually the third rotation, here the k equals to 3 will be 2 plus 1 rotation on top of this k equals to 2 array. So here, if you see, again every element is shifted one step right, except the final element is at first position. All right, so now see guys, what I'm trying to say is, we will get observations, we will get everything from test cases, and then we will see what special we can do. Now see, if you notice in the final state what happened, see properly guys, just be with me. And because these observations, if you're uh, like, first of all, empty your mind. If you're having something in your mind, you'll not get what I'm trying to say. As the great Bruce Lee says, empty your mind. Now see, if you see properly, if you see it through, like, carefully, so 5 6 7, the final 3 element, because see, you have done rotation k equals to 3 times, which means every element will be shifted one position 3 times. The cycle will repeat 3 times, which means the final 3 element, look, at first iteration, here you see, you saw this, at first rotation, the final element, which was 7, it came to first. At second rotation, when you did second, on top of this, the sixth element, the second final element, it came at first. And on third rotation, the third final, it came at first, which means finally if you see in all rotations, when you're done with all rotation, k equals to 3. So three elements the final 3 elements, they will be at first, and the remaining at last. Getting it, guys? The final k elements, they are at first, and the remaining element are at last index. Are you getting this or not? Do let me know in comments, because I'm not trying, like, I'll never skip any concept. If I have to even make lengthier video, then also I'll not even skip a single concept. All right, so right now this array is of no use. These part I'll just erase this and make a space for you guys. So just be with me. Now see guys, what I'm trying to like explain you. If you see this 1 2 3 4, let's call this as a p1. P1 array part 1 and this as P2 part 2. All right, why? Because see, 5 6 7 it came at first, 1 2 3 4 they remained as chunk, they came at last. So P1 P2 just partitions. I'm doing that. In final array, in final answer, you will see that P2 came here, P1 came here. All right, so what I can say, I'm just, if somehow, see guys, I have divided this into partition P1 and P2. If I can just reverse this, see, if I can reverse this partition, this thing, look, this is not an array actually. Why? Because this is partition, P1 is some partition, P2 is some partition. All right, but these partitions are from the initial array. So if I can call out function reverse on these partitions, I will get my answer, because it will reverse P1 P2 to P2 P1. All right, so this is one thing, that reverse. So here you are getting the idea that we have to reverse, we have like we will go for reverse thing. All right, we will go for reverse thing. But if you guys are well aware with the problem that we did earlier, that when we were reversing an array, we were going for every single element, each one element. But here P1 is not an element, it is a bunch of elements. All right, it is a bunch. P1 is having 4 elements together, P2 is having 3 elements together. So it is not a single element, but reverse an array works for single elements. But we got this idea that yeah, reverse an array concept, it would be used here. Let us see how we can use. Look, at least we got the idea. Now we will manipulate it. See, reverse an array, it is right here, the code is right here. We will just manipulate it. We will just see how can we do little tweaks inside this reverse an array function. Let me write again this array. Guys, be with me and let me know if you are getting these concepts or not. If there's something that you sound like you see fishy in here that भाई आप तो मिस कर रहे हो कुछ concepts. Let me know in comments यार. My main motto is not to explain newer questions. My main motto is whatever is actually on YouTube, I'll try to explain in a way भाई साहब कि सबको समझ में आ जाए. अब at least मुझ जैसे कथों को तो बिल्कुल ही आ जाना चाहिए. चलो. So now see guys, if you apply, well, see, you have to go for reverse. You have to go for reverse function, because we saw here. But what you will see here, if you reverse this, what will you get? 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. All right, 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. This is what you'll get. But what you want actually, 5 6 7 1 2 3 4, which means, look, this is reversed. What you want? See very very clearly here, because this thing I always missed. मैंने खूब रटा है ये सॉल्यूशन, खूब इतना रटा है ना, हद नहीं उसकी, ठीक है ना. इसीलिए आई ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन यू ऑल बच्चास ओवर हियर कि मैं कैसे समझता हूँ चीज़ों को एंड इन बेटर वे. सी, so if you reverse this, you will get the 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. But is this what you want? No. If you see in the solution space 5 6 7, so this part, the 3 elements, this part is reversed, 4 3 2 1, this part is reversed. In your real answer, these 7 6 5 they are reversed. 5 6 7 4 3 2 1 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So these parts are reversed. Look, if you directly reverse this, see guys, if you directly reverse this initial array, because we saw that we have to go for reverse an array thing. So if you directly reverse an array, if you directly reverse this array, you'll get this configuration. But we saw, if we compared this reversed configuration with our answer, with our solution test, sorry, with our solution array, what we should get an output. When we compared, we got that the k elements, the final k elements which we are getting those k elements, but they whatever we are getting, they are reversed of what we should be getting. हमको जो चाहिए उसे reversed मिल रहा है, ठीक है. These 3 elements and these 4 elements. So what are you getting as hint? What are you getting? So even before calling, see guys, this one was reverse directly, reverse entire array. So what we saw, we were getting reverse configuration. You saw, you were getting reverse configuration of 3 elements and 7 elements, 3 elements and 4 elements respectively. Okay, all right. So what I will say, even before starting this problem, see guys, even before see, we have to go for reverse, that is all right. But we saw directly reversing the P1 and P2, we are getting P1 P2 sets. If you see, sorry, P2 P1 sets we are getting here, P2 P1 sets we are getting, but they are reversed. So what I will say, you can do these things, you can do few things after this. See, After you are done with reversing an array, after this, see here, after you are done with reverse an array, what you will do? What you will do? After you are done with reverse an array, what you will do? You will reverse first three elements. You will reverse first k elements and remaining elements. All right. First k elements and remaining elements. So 765 you will reverse at 567. 1 2 3 4 3 2 1 you will reverse at 1 2 3 4. All right. Are you getting it or not? Do let me know in comments here. So come on, let's write the solution for it. So first thing we saw that we have to reverse it. We have to reverse entire array. All right, we have to reverse entire array. I hope you got this idea. Second thing, reverse first k elements. Reverse first, what how can I write first k elements? And third thing you have to do, reverse the remaining elements. All right. So I hope guys you got this intuition that why like we are doing three reversals. You saw that we should be going for reverse as from this solution space. In fact, we got this idea that p1 p2 we want p2 p1. We saw that if we directly reverse, what will we getting? 5 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. But in our answer space, what we want actually the reverse of k elements and the reverse of remaining elements. All right, if you see this, that is what we just build our idea upon. I never told you anything new. All right, I'll never told you anything new. Just reverse whatever we saw, whatever observation we got, we are just using that. So reverse that array, then reverse first k elements and reverse first k elements and reverse the remaining elements respectively. All right, and you will get your answer. You will get your answer. I hope guys this solution is pretty clear for you. The way I explained, let me know if it is clear for you or not. So three steps that we'll be performing: reverse the entire array, reverse first k element, reverse the remaining element, and you see reverse. This is common. All right, so you should know the reverse an array, how to reverse an array, and I have explained this in the previous video. Go check it out. Now let's see what my solution is. First of all, the reverse an array function we wrote here. All right, reverse function we wrote, and here you see as I said that sometimes we'll also go for like we will not only reverse the entire array, but let's say first k elements, then the remaining elements. So that is why I'm giving a starting index and ending index. All right, if I'm saying you to reverse first k elements, which means let's say we are having three elements. Let's say in an array I'm having four elements, 1 2 3 4, and I'm saying I want to you reverse first two elements, which means let's say k equals to 2. It was right like this. So if I say I have to reverse what, I have to reverse let us say two elements. All right, if I say I have to reverse two elements, first two elements, what it means, it simply means what, two elements. What if you see the indexes, the two elements, it will be 0 and 1, which means starting like 0 index till k minus 1. If I say reverse 2, like, see it is simple like this. I'm explaining the limits, why are we using these limits and how we are calculating this. If I'm saying you k equals to 2 elements, k equals to 2 elements mean what, 0 to k minus 1 index. This is what we'll be using here, 0 to k minus 1 index. All right, are you getting it or not? So this is what guys, this is why I'm just providing limits as well here. All right, because at once first of all we'll reverse everything, then we will reverse 0 to k minus 1, which means k elements, then we will reverse k from the kth element, the second to last n minus 1. All right, so let me know guys, you are getting all these small things. I'm just trying to explain every bit of it, and whether how much effort I take or not, like how much effort it takes, but I'll explain everything. Now see guys, here a thing which is k modulus n. You see, I'll explain this, no problem. I'll explain everything and don't worry, just have faith in me guys. I'll explain everything. Now see, at first iteration, if you see this nature of the rotate thing, at first iteration what you will see every element except last will move one step right, which means 1 will go here, 2 will go here, and 3 will come at first. This was the configuration that we saw. At second iteration, what it will be, see, 3, every element except last will go one step right. So 3 will go here, 1 will go here, and 2 will come here. All right, now see, at third iteration what you will get, every element except last will go one step right, 2 here 3 here and 1 here. Now see guys, don't you see the third iteration, like k equals to 3 times and the initial one, they are similar. They are similar. Now if you go for k equals to 4, k equals to 4 will match with k equals to 1, k equals to 2 will match with k equals to, sorry, k equals to 5 will match with k equals to 2. So what are we seeing? The length is 3. See guys, length is 3. So after every third iteration, like after every k, I can say the length is, let's say, n. So the multiple, if you say multiple of n, which is 0, 3, 6, after that, at like all those iterations, the configuration that you will be getting, it will be of initial configuration. It will be initial of, so if I say you iterate for, like, rotate 0 times on this array, rotate 0 times, 3 times, 6 times, 9 times, you will not rotate anything. You will say, because third rotation means you are rotating it 0 times. Sixth means you are rotating 0 times. Ninth means you are rotating 0 times. So this is why we are finding the remainder. See guys, because k can be any, see, you are given three sized array and you are said rotate me 8, rotate me 8, like rotate this array 8 times. You know, 8 iteration means what? 8 rotation means what? 8 modulo 3, which is 2. You should do only 2 times. Look, you can go for 8 times, but it will obviously consume a lot of time. In brute force, if you do 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, till 8 time, it will consume a lot. So this is why we saw this, that iterations are being reset after every after every nth iteration, nth rotation, the array is reset to initial configuration. So here if you see 8, so we are using this the remainder part. If you see, we are just using, because how I got the, how we got the intuition for remainder. If you see here, for fourth iteration will be matching with first iteration. All right. So first rotation, I mean, and fourth rotation is matching with first. If you see, if you get the idea that 4 modulo 3, all right, 4 divided by 3, the remainder is 1. So that is why we are using remainder. We are not directly using k, but we are doing a modulo of k with n, and then we are getting our new k value. Then we are performing this reverse. So I hope everything is clear, and this is a simple size. I hope everything is clear, how, why we are going for modulus, why we are like what we are doing here, the 3 reversals. All right, do let me know in comments here if you are getting these videos, like getting the ideas and how the intuitions I'm providing. So let's meet in another video then. Bye bye.